It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, supermodel turned Top Chef host Padma Lakshmi. Will you see what viewers voted for her to do? Plus, the Choose Carla Hall, a spicy twist on America's favorite food. And you won't believe which Atlanta housewife put the show in the middle of the season. Now, here's Wendy.
Cheers. Thank you very much. How are you doing? Like I always say on Fridays, it doesn't get any better than this. I'm doing fabulously today. We're gonna have a wonderful show planned for you, and Nene Leaks is causing a lot of controversy. Again. This time, it's for something very interesting, kind of like the crabs in a barrel thing as far as I'm concerned. I have an opinion. Let's talk about it. It's time for Hot Topics. Have a seat. I'm so glad you guys showed up. Have a seat. Come on, studio audience. I'm so glad you showed up. You know, the nor'easter with all the snow, and yesterday, you know, we only had a partial audience between the snow and Sandy. And today, Friday, we're back. Full capacity. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, all month long, we've been telling you that your vote counts here at Wendy. So starting Monday, we're really excited to kick off our first ever singing competition. It's called, listen, this is nothing to sneeze at. It's called Wendy's Next Great Voice. Now, you know, we do a lot of American Idol and The Voice watching and everything, and between watching all those shows, I think we can give you a pretty entertaining voice contest here. Each day, next week, 2 contestants are gonna battle it out, and our studio audience will be voting the winner. And I'm talking about with those buttons at your seats and everything. Oh, it's official. It's official. Then, our top 2 singers are gonna battle it out to compete. We're gonna do it like The Voice, right? One song and then they go, just like The Voice. Yep. And they're gonna battle it out. Are we gonna get that boxing ring? Maybe?
Yes.
We'll see how much it is. We're on a budget here. Anyway, so then our top 2 singers are gonna compete for the grand prize, and the grand prize is a demo record deal with super music producer Lady Gaga's right-hand man, Vincent Herbert. I know. And you never know what happens with a demo deal. One day you're cutting a demo, next day it's being played by Elvis Duran. You know what I mean? You never know. It's going to be so good, so you don't want to miss it. Even if you can't sing, I know you can judge. Okay, so there's big Atlanta Housewives news. According to our friends at MediaTakeout.com, Kim Zolciak quit the show in the middle of the season that we're watching right now. Okay. In the particular episode where she quit, you know, Kim is very pregnant with her second son by her husband, Croy. And Kim was at an event, pregnant, her and her baby bump. And at the event, 2 of the Atlanta housewives got physical with each other, and the altercation spilled near Kim and got real close to her baby bump. And Kim was upset because she could have been injured. So she reportedly jumped on the phone and called Bravo executive, our friend to the show, Andy Cohen, and said she could no longer work around this foolishness while she's pregnant. And insiders say that Kim, in the middle of the season, was replaced with Portia Stewart, which is probably why we didn't get a chance to see much of Portia at all in that first episode that we all saw last week, because she hadn't been cast at that particular point. Isn't that something? So Kim is off the show. Good for her, you know, protecting her baby. But you know what, Kim? That first episode, you and I never talked about this, audience, and even on Facebook, I don't think we ever had this conversation. I like Kim Zolciak. Let me just preface by saying that. You know, I'm happy for her. She went from being, you know, a home wrecker to being, to turning it around and being a decent woman. You know, she's got her 2 girls, she's got her husband, and the whole. I mean, just kind of all worked out for her. So good for her. But with that said, I hated the way Kim acted at Candy's house on that first episode. There were smacks of racism, and I know you're not a racist, but you know, if your assistant / friend, Sweetie, who happens to be black, she's supposed to be your go-to person on what not to say so as not to be mistaken for a racist, Kim. And also, use a hater, as the kids say. Use a hater. Okay, so this is what happens. So Candy, here in the middle, bought or rented or whatever it is, a very big house, a house that comes with an attachment house, you know, big soaring ceilings, beautiful staircase, a gated community. So one of the gates didn't work. Kim shows up in her Range Rover with her her assistant Sweetie down here, and so Kim says, "Oh, only one gate works? Welcome to the ghetto." Okay, so all right, fine. We all use the ghetto word here and there, but she would not stop. She gets into Candy's house, she criticizes the paint and the ceilings, and that, you know, Candy's house didn't come fully furnished, so Candy has to furnish it. She walked down the stairwell, she said, "You are gonna paint this black, this would look so much better in black." Like, you are a hater. And there were a few racist comments, like I said, Kim, so you do need to sit down on the sideline just for a moment and then come back and we'll all hug it out. But so if she actually quit Housewives, then I guess, you know, what she has now is Tardy for the Wedding, of which the wedding already happened, and that show is kind of boring. So if you're gonna continue on Bravo, they gotta infuse some more excitement, other than you and your hot husband, Croy, who I don't wanna get more exciting. You know, Croy is the strong, silent type. He walks in the room, no personality, he walks out of the room. Love it, love it. Okay, so let's move on to magazine talk. You know I love my magazines, I love my mags, and I love to share with you what's in the magazines. So it's time for Wendy's Got You Covered. Hit it! Okay. We all know Nene Leaks is rich, very rich. She's so rich that she's bathing in a tub of diamonds on the cover of December's issue of Ebony magazine. Nene is the cover girl for Ebony's Power 100 list of most influential African Americans of the year. I say influential because I think that saying money and power and all that is totally different from influential. But inside, Nene is wearing, okay, first of all, that's a tub of diamonds. Now this is a $10,000 Guillermo Couture gown made out of 10,000 $1 bills. And Nene is covered with money, and now Ebony is getting backlash for putting Nene on the cover. Here's where I think crab's in a barrel. People say that Nene doesn't deserve to be on the cover of this magazine on the money, power, influence issue, whatever, you know. Why are you hating on her? Like, doesn't everybody appreciate a good come-up story? Nene never did anything to us but entertain us. Nene came off the stripper pole and into our hearts on Atlanta Housewives. And like, I know that sometimes people think that the only people who deserve to be the cover story for something that's successful are people who've got Harvard degrees or, you know, spend their life in school getting MBAs or heads of state or things like that. Well, welcome to 2012, where success comes in many forms. And Nene does deserve to be on that cover. While it is very gauche. And very not used to money or something. Anyway, inside the magazine, she's talking about life and her marriage to Greg. And she and Greg actually, she gave us a little tidbit because I didn't know that they were officially back together. I mean, you couldn't really tell that from the first episode. It seemed like he was still working her way back into her life. But she says, Greg needed to feel what it was like without me. I wanted to let him see if the grass was really greener on the other side. He brought his butt back because the grass is very brown over there. That Nene. All right, so that's what's going on in the outside. Also on the power list, Michelle and Barack Obama, Beyonce and Jay-Z, and CeeLo Green, and me. So be sure to pick up your copy of Ebony Magazine ASAP. Now let's move to another magazine and another cover story. Halle Berry is on the cover of the German issue of Interview magazine. And she says inside that she sees hair as an accessory like shoes or handbags. She recently said that short hair doesn't necessarily define her, but I think that she's one of the only people who looks really, really great in both short and long, like I told you. She also looks really good in the funky 70s look. Look at this picture. It's good, right? Yeah. She's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. Now, Melissa McCarthy is gracing the cover of Good Housekeeping, magazine. Hey, Brendan, you got an antacid? We can get you one. Not with lint on it. No. Okay. Thanks. The heartburn, it's creeping up. I had a Hueve Rancho omelet for breakfast. The Rancho is about right here, and every time I it's a little tangy coming back up, the reflux. My son did that to me. I told you, you ever have a baby with a lot of hair and all of a sudden they say that when you have acid reflux when you're pregnant, it means that you're gonna have a baby with a lot of hair. Well, I never believe this. My child came out with a full bush and I have had heartburn. I have had heartburn ever since. Thank you, Brendan.
Great show so far.
Thank you, Brendan. So Melissa McCarthy is on the cover of the December issue of Good Housekeeping magazine. And she's speaking out about her struggles with losing weight. And here's what Melissa says. I like her, don't you like her? Mm-hmm. She says, sometimes I wish I were just magically a size 6 and I never had to give a thought to my weight. But I'm weirdly healthy, so I don't beat myself up about it. It wouldn't help. That's what she says. And listen, she's planning on launching a clothing line. I think we talked about this already on Hot Topics, for plus-size women. She complains that there are not a lot of options for plus-size women. And by the way, this is not just another celebrity with a clothing line. I think this one's going to be a big hit because before she was acting, she was studying clothing design. Like, she was in the fashion industry in school and stuff. So she kind of knows what she's talking about. She says, I'm a plus size, and the things out there are made for either a 16-year-old hooker or an 89-year-old grandmother of the bride. And they're made from the materials that are used for hair cutting capes. And if you are any type of woman of a particular size, then you know she is pretty much spot on. So good luck, Melissa McCarthy. We look forward to seeing what you have to offer. And that's Wendy's got you covered. So, you know Mary Murphy, the really loud, sassy one? She's a judge on So You Think You Can Dance. She's been to our show before. Well, Mary owes her ex-manager over $200,000. And here's why. Her ex-manager is claiming that Mary fired him and didn't pay him, so he's suing. The suit claimed that he was responsible for getting her job on So You Think You Can Dance. Also, he had to work like a dog, he said, to protect her image. Have you ever seen Mary on So You Think You Can Dance? You know kind of where I'm about to go with this, right? Okay. The suit also alleges that Mary is a cocaine-fueled nymphomaniac who slept with one of the employees of the show. Mary says his suit was meant to embarrass her, but she never formally responded in court. So if you didn't respond in court, Mary, I love you, Mary, but we're only led to believe that there was something to all of his claims. The judge ruled in the ex-manager's favor because Mary never responded to the court complaint. I'm sorry to hear that. One thing's for sure, though, Mary certainly lets loose on the show. If you need to be reminded again, take a look at this.
You have 2 tickets, the 2 of you, on the hot tamale train. That's right!
One more time. Do it again. Story, by the way. Very Kardashian. Okay, so let's talk about Naomi Campbell. This Naomi Campbell is really, she's really worked out quite a good situation for herself. She's in love with this Russian billionaire boyfriend of her. I said billionaire boyfriend of her. His name is Vladimir Dornin. Vladimir is 50 years old. According to Page 6, Naomi threw Vladimir a $3 million party for his 50th birthday. It lasted for 2 days. Yesterday was the last day, and Wednesday was the first day of this week. Naomi chartered 10 planes to fly the guests to the party in India. Fabulous. There's Naomi in India. She reportedly paid Diana Ross over $500,000 to perform at the party. Now, if you know Miss Ross like I know Miss Ross, P.S., my favorite artist of all time. I know all the words to everything. Love. Then you know that it's not that Miss Ross doesn't want to come out of the house, is that she doesn't come out of the house to do a whole lot because she just doesn't feel like it. And so for her to be partying, you know, in India with the $500,000 is a big deal, Naomi, because the only time we hear about her leaving the house is when she goes grocery shopping in a similar outfit to what I like to wear to the grocery store. Leggings, a sweat jacket, and good big hair, and no makeup. And no sunglasses either. I can't see when I wear sunglasses inside. Can you? Can you see when you wear sunglasses inside? I don't understand how people do that. Anyway, Naomi and Vlad have been together ever since 2008, and they really do make a smart, sexy-looking couple. But the part that I just can't understand is that Vlad is still married to his wife of 25 years. Well, maybe it's she, and look, they're one big happy family. There's the wife, there's Vlad's teenage daughter, there's Naomi, and there's the future mother-in-law, Mrs. Campbell. Naomi's mom, Valerie. I mean, maybe it's just cheaper to keep the wife around instead of paying her for part of the divorce. And they all work it. That's the new normal for a lot of families. Congratulations, Naomi. I wanted to thank our audience for generously donating supplies for Hurricane Sandy relief. You know, Monday after our Wendy show, I am going to my hometown of Asbury Park, New Jersey, which is right there at the Jersey Shore, and I'm going to send some love and, you know, spread some love to those affected by Hurricane Sandy. I'm going to meet with the mayor, and we're going to tour, you know, Asbury and the first responders, and, you know, thank them for keeping, you know, my homies safe. So I'll also be meeting with, you know, a lot of different people down there. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. Asbury Park, I'll see you Monday. In studio audience, thank you so much for bringing things. Go to wendyshow.com if you care to help out. We have a great show planned for you from the Chew. The always lovely Carla Hall is here, and she's going to show us how to cook something yummy up, some kind of comfort food or something. They haven't told me yet. And up next, we have from Top Chef, the beautiful Padma Lakshmi. So keep it here. Please welcome the beautiful Padma Lakshmi. Here. Hi. So nice to finally have a conversation with you. Oh my gosh.
How are you?
That was quite the hug.
I know, but I've been lusting after your chest for so long.
Thank you.
I have to,
How I'm doing?
Resist the temptation to motorboat you.
Thank you. How did that feel?
Felt great.
Good.
Felt great.
Listen, this is my first time seeing this style of boot up close on somebody. You know, this is the fashion for the season, girls. Let's give Padma a little shoe cam. Gorgeous.
Can you see that?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, they're very long.
You look very nice.
Thank you.
And it's nice to finally, you know, have you here.
I know, we passed like ships in the night, like at Andy's party and stuff. And
I saw you on the red carpet at Sex and the City.
Oh, yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah,
that was a long time ago. You have one of the best jobs on TV, being able to eat, get paid,
I
travel.
sit on my butt and eat and talk for a living. It's the perfect job.
It is.
I'm very lucky.
Your hair is really gorgeous.
Thank you.
Look, give him the back cam. Oh, it's good.
It's all mine, by the way.
That's all yours?
You go ahead, root me.
It's all yours.
It is. People always do that. Women who I don't know very well will like hug me and like try to slyly figure out if I have.
Does that offend you?
No, it's like a backhanded compliment.
As
you
a
know?
wiggy, because you know I wear wigs every day, but that is, I don't like when people kiss you hello. Women,
Yeah.
you all do this, being
Yeah.
catty. You kiss hello and you go like this to try to feel all my bumps and all my business.
Oh,
I
don't
like
do that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, Tyra is actually a good friend, and she taught me very early on how to shade in my nose and how not to do that. to anyone.
Tyra is the girl, right?
She was like, don't touch this hair. And the thing that people don't know is that Indian women are just as like serious about their hair as black women. Like
Yes.
they, we oil our hair. My grandmother still has hair down past her butt in a long braid, so we are very serious about our hair.
I knew we were related to one another. So now, the scar on your arm.
Yes.
I
this
know
is
you've
my
addressed
scar.
it before, but never here
Yeah.
on our show.
No, and I haven't for a long time. I'm happy you asked me. I got it when I was 14.
Do you have glitter on it? You're highlighting
do.
it?
I do.
Oh my gosh.
I like to think of it as shimmer powder.
Well, let's give her the scar
Yeah.
camera.
We have a scar here?
Yeah.
There you go. Actually, thank you. Somebody was asking me about this scar the other day, and I said, I got it when I was 14 in a car accident. And then my daughter, Krishna, who's just only 2.5, said, no, Mommy, you got it while you were pulling chicken out of the oven, and I ran to you, and you blocked me. I said, no, that is this scar. That's another scar that I got.
Well, where's that one?
That one's right here. It's a burn mark. That's recent.
A mess.
So, I mean, you can see that my whole history, my life history on my body.
Yeah, well, now you have a few things over here, too,
These
as long as
are
we're talking. Here, come on.
These are, and we're gonna get to the stretch marks.
That's
on my butt in a
inoculation.
minute. These are inoculation marks, and you can always tell, like, I was born in India, and so when I came to this country, I got one, but when you came to this country in those days, you had to get a second one because they didn't want us third worlders in here without being totally, okay. So that's why I have two. But now they have smaller needles, but I'm 42, so when I got
I have a big one on my thigh.
Well, see, at least you have it on your thumb.
Yeah.
Nobody was thinking about that.
Can we get back to our original hug?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Sure.
It was so pleasurable to hug a woman of a reasonable size.
Yes.
As I know you have model. She's a former model. You still model.
Yes,
I saw you
I
recently
still
in a
model.
layout. What magazine was I reading?
Maybe More Magazine.
It was More
In
Magazine.
More Magazine, November
That's
issue
for us
More.
girls over
Yes.
40 and over.
Yes.
And they gave you like 7 outfit changes. You look
I
fabulous.
know, it was a hard
Padma.
day. Thank you. It was like a long, long day in the sunshine. I don't take sun at all. I don't
But
tan,
you have a great natural color.
That's right.
But
I don't
back
need
to your
tan.
size.
Yes.
Like, you're not a size 0. You're good.
No, I'm good, and I'm actually at my skinniest right now. I'm
Really?
pretty much, yeah. I mean, I go up like 3 sizes in 6 weeks. We have dresses in 3 sizes on Top Chef. I mean, I gained like 10 to 15 pounds in Seattle. Tonight's the premiere of Top Chef in Seattle. I gained about 13 pounds. I literally ate my way through the Pacific Northwest. No, honestly, you saw that clip. You saw the crabs in that clip. Seattle's known for indigenous crab. Whatever the chefs didn't use, I took home. I made chili.
You do that
crab
too?
pasta.
I do that here on the show.
I cook for my daughter every day, even if we're in a hotel or whatever. We are so like gypsy ghetto. I have like a hot plate at a conference table. It's against wall in the W in Texas. We cook everywhere.
Gypsy ghetto.
So yeah. So I would take this crab home. My makeup artist Michelle's from Maine, so I made her take all the crab meat out because she's down with lobster.
Yeah, the Maine.
And I made my Portuguese wardrobe guy get the chilies, and we were cooking pasta every night. Like, I ate so much even
You were
when
so
I
down.
wasn't.
Oh my God,
I
you're
was eating all the time. Like, I'm also, my instinct is like, oh, we can't waste that. We can't waste that food. And so in my purse constantly, there were like leeks, big like carrot toss sticking
of course.
out. We can use that for stock. Give me that.
So there's 2 things because we have to get ready to go into commercial. But Padma is in one of my favorite secret movies of all time, Glitter.
Oh, God.
That's with Mariah Carey.
Oh my God.
What was that like?
That picture is hideous because that's borderline camel toe. If I say so myself, that was supposed to be like a knockoff of Apollonia. It was like set in the 80s. It was great. You know, that scene, I have to sing badly in the movie because the whole thing is like I play like a female Milli Vanilli character.
Yes.
And it wasn't hard to sing badly, I have to say. And then Mariah comes in the studio and she sings. And you know, when you hear her music and stuff, you're like, wow, what an amazing voice.
Until you hear her without
this
the music.
multi-octave range. But when she's standing like where you are and she sings, it's so Olympic in its size, and like my hair was vibrating.
Yeah, one of a kind.
No, honestly, it would be the same thing like, you know, standing next to Roger Federer when he's serving, or Venus Williams.
She's one of the greatest of all time. And then the other thing I wanted to ask you, we don't have time for because I have to go into a break, but Padma's going to stay with us because up next, we've been asking our home viewers to vote on what you'd like to see Padma do next. We gave you 3 choices: belly dance, eat fried grasshoppers, or double Dutch.
I can do 2 out of 3.
Well, we'll reveal which one next. Keep it here. Fabulous Padma Lakshmi, and she's from Top Chef, and it's time for us to reveal what you, our audience, voted for her to do next. Now, you had a choice between belly dance, eat fried grasshoppers, or double Dutch. And you said you know how to do 2 of 3.
Well, I do.
Okay, well...
I know how to eat, I mean, not grasshoppers, and I know how to belly dance.
You do?
I don't know how to double Dutch, but I can jump rope very well.
Okay, well, the winner is eat fried grasshoppers. So
that
John,
is the one that I least wanted to do.
John, bring him out. Oh, John. Hello, sir. I like
Oh, my God.
Shall I take this from you?
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
That is so unappetizing.
Okay, now do we have a grasshopper cam? Just to be able to see? They are grasshoppers, although they look like roaches. Here, take a spoonful.
How about I take 1?
1? Even my mouth is not watering.
I'll eat it. I said I would eat it.
Just use your fingers. Come on.
I know, right?
Please.
Okay. You're not bad.
How does it taste?
You have to have one. You have to have one. But I bought you some hot sauce.
Oh! Wait.
I made this hot sauce homemade for you.
Look at she makes the hot sauce. Can you look what the top says? Wendy hot sauce number 9. Do you see this? This is very ghetto.
I told you, ghetto gypsy.
Ghetto knows ghetto, though. High five.
Here, try a little bit with this. Okay. It's hot. And it's smoky.
Oh, it is hot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not the worst. It has the consistency of a kale chip.
That's right. And they're loaded with vitamin C. That's why you taste that lemoniness.
Stop. This is a lot of fun.
My new diet.
It was so nice to finally meet you. Everybody, clap it up for Padma Lakshmi.
Watch it tonight on Bravo.
Yeah, Top Chef Seattle airs Wednesday nights at 10 on Bravo. We'll be right back. Time for Ask Wendy. Let's start. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
I'm doing well.
My name is Cheryl, and me and my ex-husband, we were together for 2 years. We're recently divorced. We have an 8-month-old son together, and I have a lot of single girlfriends, and they want to go out and party with me and introduce me to their single guy friends. I am open to a relationship, but I just want to know from you, Wendy, is it too soon to start dating? Should I wait a little while?
I personally think it's too soon to get emotionally involved with somebody. Now, dating is one thing, you know, going out, you know, meeting a guy, you know, going out with your girlfriends, smushing. With no, I don't want to say, look, I'm not pushing her to do anything, but I'm just being realistic. There's nothing wrong with smushing with no strings attached if you can handle it. And going out. what is more important than all that, though, is becoming a good co-parent with your husband or your ex-husband. Right. How come you guys divorced, if you don't mind me asking?
He was not ready to be a husband and not ready to be a father.
Okay. So he's probably also not ready to be a co-parent, getting along with you as well as seeing the baby. So
we're working on
that.
Yeah,
work on that, you know, and don't bring guys around the baby or to the house. Any extra activity should go on out there.
Okay.
And good luck, though. Good luck getting back into the swing of things. Yeah. Very well. Okay. Oh. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing? My name is Rick, and I have an 11-year-old niece, and she's starting to get suspicious about my sexuality. Now,
and your sexuality?
Gay.
Look, I'm not going to make assumptions just because you're doing good. How you doing?
Well, she's getting suspicious because of my job and because of the entertainment industry and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so now her guardians, who are my parents, are not really comfortable with my sexuality. So they're not really keen on educating her. Is it okay for me to have a sit-down with her since she's already kind of
And I'm sorry, how old did you say?
11.
11. Well, look, I have a 12-year-old, so I'm just going to answer this the best way that I can. And the answer is, yes, it's okay for you, Uncle Rick, to have a sit-down. And it's okay for you to even say, without putting your parents down or her grandparents down, say, if you have any questions regarding homosexuality or lesbians or anything, come to me. This doesn't mean that you need to do full splits with a bounce to her once you formally come out. But certainly, Uncle Rick, there is nothing wrong with that conversation. A lot of people might disagree, but if your parents aren't going to put her onto the game, then the streets will. And the streets often teach our children the wrong way about a lot of things. So that's what you're there for.
Thank you so
All right,
much,
Uncle Rick. All right, we have time for... Hi, little lady.
Hi.
How you doing?
My name's Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
I have a 3-year-old diva in training.
Uh-oh.
She expects pedicures every 2 weeks.
A real Seri Cruz.
Oh, yes. And she has 100 pairs of shoes, which is way more than I have.
Uh-huh.
And she wants to go shopping every single day.
Are you a single parent?
I am.
Is
and
she
she's
an
my
only
only
child?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I give that away?
Yes.
But I need to know how I can cut back and tell her no without her throwing a tantrum.
Tell her no and let her throw a tantrum. Let her cry. Let her cry all week.
Yeah.
But it's best that you tell her no now so she understands that she is not the boss. You're the boss.
Right.
Money doesn't grow on trees, and she needs a job.
Yeah.
You know, and here's the thing about the pedicures and going out. You know, you can make plans to have a sit down with your daughter, maybe once a month, where you do each other's nails and things like that.
Right.
But you need to teach her now, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck. We'll be right back with Carla Hall from The Chew. Don't go anywhere. Our next guest is all about the comfort food, and so is her brand new cookbook. Please welcome back the co-host of ABC's The Chew, our friend Carla Hall. So glad you're back. So glad.
Thank you.
So let's get started. First of all, tell us about your new cookbook. The book is called Cooking with Love.
Yeah, it's all about, it's sort of a food journal from when I was growing up. I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee with my grandmother. Sunday suppers at her house all the time. But it's not just about Southern food. I heard one going clap out there. It's not just about Southern food. It's about it's soups, there's salads in there, there are weekday meals. My mother, who doesn't cook, is hamburger. Help me!
Yeah.
You know. Yes, exactly.
Yes. Well, let's get started. We know Carla's been a trusted name in the kitchen since Top Chef when we first met her. So
Yeah,
to us, that's when we first met you.
Yeah, so you guys, I am making today a buffalo wing burger with a blue cheese and celery slaw.
Okay, let's get started with the slaw. Now,
Yes.
you're gonna do all the mixing and everything.
Okay, you don't want to mix? Okay.
Well, no, I just want to talk.
Here, just talk. Just talk.
And
So,
I want to ask you questions.
okay, but I like blue cheese, but I don't love it, so I always want to have it with friends. And the friends today are Mr. Celery, some red onions, parsley, and then I'm going to put in some vinegar and oil because you want that acidity, right?
The interesting thing is that you said coleslaw and I see no cabbage.
Yeah, I said slaw.
So slaw.
Well, no, slaw. slaw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slaw. But
Yeah.
but the cabbage is usually the base.
Yeah, right. So I'm making like a salad.
I mean, I like this because this is crunchier.
It's crunchy, exactly. This is the texture for our sandwich. And so then you put in the blue cheese, boom.
I'll tell you, is it the smell of blue cheese that turns you off?
It's kind of funky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love blue cheese. It
Yeah.
gives me heartburn.
Yeah, you got to take some antacid.
Yeah, but can I tell you a little something? If you love blue cheese, dip it in some honey. You'll thank me later. What? What?
What? Okay, I know.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so for our burgers, because you know, in chicken, and this is the perfect time, Thanksgiving, you can even use ground turkey. So we have onions and butter and oil in here. So we're gonna season all this up because we want that to be delicious. So we have chili flakes, we've got some thyme,
Yes.
some black pepper, and some hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
You like hot sauce?
You know I do. By the way, congratulations on the second season of your fabulous show, The Chew.
We are having such a great time. I tell you, we're having so much fun. So,
do you want me to put this in?
yeah, I want you to put it in
Oh,
there.
sure. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, so put that hot sauce in there. You know, you guys, if you don't like, okay, if you don't like it this hot,
Throw some honey in it.
throw some honey in it out. It'll be fabulous. No, but if you don't like it really hot, you don't have to put all of this in. You know,
Carla,
you make it.
Were you born? Keep talking.
Yeah, so you make it the heat that you want.
Yeah. Are you naturally thin? I mean, do you have to work at that?
No, I don't. And then people always ask me, how is it that you're so thin and on the show?
And you cook so well.
I eat in moderation. I eat everything.
Yeah.
I eat everything. I work out 2 hours a week. How many hours in a week? I only work out 2.
Yeah.
And then I just eat in moderation.
Now, you spend your weeks in the city and then you go to D.C. on the
Yeah.
weekends?
Every other weekend.
Every
so
other
my
weekend.
husband is in D.C.
He's a lawyer and he's also a photographer. And you've got...
I have a stepson, Noah, who's getting ready for college, which is making us nervous. But he did so well in his report card. Noah, I'm so proud of you.
Good,
I'm so
good.
proud of you.
Does he want to go to Georgetown or something down there, or does he want to come up here and go
No,
to
we want
NYU?
him to leave D.C. He needs to leave D.C. So look, you take all this mixture, and then you're going to put it into your meat.
Now, here's
once
the
it
thing.
cools, right?
I just don't want to mix the. This is like
That's
the worst
okay.
part to me of any job in the
But
kitchen.
But when you have fabulous gloves, it becomes the best part.
Yeah. Mixing meat, I hate cleaning chickens. Now, here's the interesting thing, because
Yeah.
you know I go to the grocery store like 3 or 4 times a week. Oh, I love it. It's
I
a
do
form
too.
of community.
I love it.
It's a form of community.
Yes, yes.
You know, I see my town people. I say, how
Yeah.
you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah. And, but I've never bought ground chicken, have you? I just go for the ground turkey, or I go for the beef, or I like a 50-50 mix of beef and turkey.
Right, and you can do...
What, turn me on to tell me why we need to be eating ground chicken. What?
Well, a lot of people are thinking lower weight. I mean, they want leaner meat.
Is it leaner than turkey?
Well, no.
But does it cook
but
juicier? Because for those of us who aren't cooks, sometimes the turkey comes out dry.
Turkey comes out dry, which is why we're doing all of this We're doing all this business.
Okay,
that's why.
Swap cooking pans. I'm getting the sign. Don't let the meat touch. Don't let the raw touch the
It won't. Okay.
Cross-contamination.
Exactly. Flavor in the brown. Look at this. Look at this. It's not. Oh, here.
Oh, here. Oh, it's good.
Yeah. Okay. So you cook your beef. You cook your patties. Nothing's touched. Nothing's touched. Can you do this?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wait, hold on.
You're all about yours, Wendy.
Is cross-contamination the same thing as dirty hands?
Yes.
Probably.
So then you're going to put some slaw on it, some of our blue cheese slaw. Then there's a spicy mayo.
You know, this coleslaw is probably better than the one with the cabbage.
Yeah.
I love a crunchy coleslaw. I can't stand when it's too watery. I hate when they dice it up.
Exactly. It keeps its texture.
My sister Wanda taught me that coleslaw is good on everything. Hot dogs, burgers.
Get in there, girl. Do you like it? Right?
And healthy.
It's healthy, but it's all the things that you want in a burger, like the wings, but it's in a burger. It's healthier. You know, it's manageable. The time for burgers is when? All year round.
All year round.
Yeah.
All right, look. Carla.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
Carla Hall, everybody. Go to wendyshow.com for this recipe. It's very good. Up next, we're going to reveal our audience eye candy of the day. Keep it here. Welcome back, everyone. Okay. It is time for audience eye candy. This is the most fashionable audience on daytime TV, bar none. But audience eye candy I love because there's usually just one person who, well, lots of people who look great, but just one person who's just really caught my eye, and I need more info on the look. So drum roll, please. Today's audience eye candy winner is Lauren D'Amello. Come on, girl. How are you? Hi. Okay, first of all, I know my people. Now watch this. Wait here. You take this. Thank you. And give me her Diva fan. Thank you. That's what co-hosts are for. Okay, Lauren. Here's your Diva fan. Come on out here so everybody can take a look at your look. First of all, this is just a random guess. Are you from Jersey?
Yes. How'd you know?
Gee, how did I know? We love leggings and leopard, good makeup and big hair. It's good. All right, here, take your Diva fan.
Thank you.
And I want to ask you about your look. Make sure that you stand right here so they can catch it. Okay. Tell us about your head to toe outfit. We'll start with your jacket.
So, Wendy, actually, the entire outfit is less than $150.
Perfect.
Jacket, Forever 21.
Uh-huh.
It was $34.
Okay.
My top is from Victoria's Secret 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Under 40.
Wait, pause. The thing that girls don't understand about Victoria's Secret is that they have some really good stuff, including the boots I'm wearing today. Not for nothing. Tell us about your pants.
They are actually from Joyce Leslie, $20.
Okay, for more information on Lauren's look, go to wendyshow.com. Keep it here. We'll be right back. It's really good. I had a blast today. I want to thank my guest and, of course, my co-host, my studio audience. Monday's another big day. TV star, celebrity chef Guy Fieri is here, and we're kicking off Wendy's Next Great Voice. Have a wonderful weekend. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.